The
Yeah, it's
Buckeyes.
my Bucky's.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is your
yeah.
Bucky's. Oh, I love it, Nay. That's
Oh,
so
that's
cute.
good.
Oh,
Mhm.
nay. Only you would make Buckeyes with a Bucky's apron.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Nay, you're the perfect girlfriend.
I know.
I just don't know what to say to that.
Yeah. Say thank
I
you.
mean,
Yeah.
the sentence was good up until the last word.
Well,
Friend.
I'm like, that's so adorable. I love that kind of
Yeah.
friend. It's a perfect girlfriend.
I know. It's so great.
Or in your case, boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Hey, Kim and Katie.
Hey, Nay.
Hey, Nay.
Well, as people can see, we've got Camille on here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Camille.
Hi.
Welcome back.
We got to ask Nay, did you like the last week's podcast?
Oh, yes. Especially anybody who watched it on YouTube saw that Natalie Portman did some of my lines.
She came.
She sang to you.
She
We had
came to
fun.
the podcast, joined the podcast, looking for Nay. You weren't here, so she had to sing a song and be off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was pretty funny. There was like 2 pairs of teeth there.
I know.
Well, she said she's had some dental work done since then, but so it's a little weird.
Yeah. And she surprisingly had a voice similar to mine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was,
Yeah.
it
Who'd
was
have
surprising.
thought? She also
who'd have
sounds
thought?
like a guy. All right, Camille. I can't wait for tonight. I know you
Yeah,
have a
me
good one
too.
for us.
Oh man, you guys, I went through so many and I wrote up so many and then I've picked my favorite one, I think.
Okay.
You're like
Okay.
us when we're
I know.
when we're getting ready for a podcast. We're like, no, it's
Yeah.
things that looked so good at the time, and then we're like, no.
Yeah.
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 You just don't feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, last week reminded me of court cases with Camille.
I know. We kind of did
We-
a
we got- We
preliminary
kind
one.
of got on a tangent
Mhm,
about
we
it.
Yeah, I'm like, well, everyone's gonna have to have true crime for a few weeks
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
Matt said to me, I was like, kind of like, when are you and Katie gonna wrap this up?
I know
And
it was
I
an
said,
hour long.
Well, geez, sorry about that.
Our biggest fan didn't even like
Yeah,
it.
my
I
biggest
saw that it
fan.
was actually, I was the opposite. I saw that it was 55 minutes cut because I only saw the cut version. It was
Uh-huh.
like 56 or 7 minutes or something. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh man, and they're going to ask me if I listen to it, so I better listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Thank you.
Nay, you were right.
Yeah.
We both texted each other and said, we are going to ask Nay if he even listened.
I know.
You know,
Our bet
you
was
know
he
us.
wouldn't.
And
Yeah.
so I listened to it, and actually it went by pretty quick.
Oh, good.
good.
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, hopefully we didn't steal any of your thunder, Camille.
No, I think you're okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
added. Hopefully we added.
Yeah, it's just an addition.
Uh-huh, that's right.
Oh, okay. So, I decided to pick one that it's like actually happening like right now.
Oh, good. That's what I
Um,
love. I love it.
Mhm.
It started yesterday.
Yesterday.
So
Okay.
it's 29 states versus Meta. Have you guys heard about this one?
No.
Okay.
Okay, this sounds good.
So right now there are 29 states suing Meta, which is like, Facebook, Instagram.
Mhm.
And the states are California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Jersey, Nevada, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Vermont, and Washington.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
Nay, Repeat that, please.
All the 29 states go.
Yeah. So Utah wasn't in there.
Utah wasn't in there.
Okay. All right.
Neither
So
was
these-
Texas. Neither was Virginia. Neither was
Yeah.
Alaska
Oh, yeah.
or Hawaii.
Yeah, there was Pennsylvania.
Oregon
There's a lot that
wasn't.
weren't in there.
There
Are
was
we going to go
almost
through
half.
the next
Yeah, almost
21 that weren't on there?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
exactly. So California, Colorado,
Idaho,
Kentucky, and New
Montana.
Jersey are the ones that are kind of like leading the charge on this, I guess.
Okay.
But they are suing
Like, is Mark Zuckerberg still Meta in
Yeah.
charge?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if I don't know.
Yeah, he's still
Sold it.
there. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
He's still there. So they're suing, and the trial just started yesterday in Oakland. And so these states are accusing Meta of deliberately designing Instagram and Facebook in ways that children and teenagers like that are an addictive way, while knowing that it was harming the children and that was causing harm to the children and teenagers.
Mhm. Okay.
So and then they also are accusing Meta of collecting information from children under 13 without the required parental consent.
Oh,
And then
okay.
that makes it a federal children's privacy law case too. Like it's kind of
Okay.
it kind of goes into different levels. So they aren't just saying Instagram or kids use Instagram and now some kids have mental health issues. It's like kind of a little bit deeper than that, where they're saying that they even have evidence that Meta did a study on how adolescent brains respond to social media, and they understood that certain design choices encouraged like compulsive use, and even knowing that, they optimize the product to keep the young people on to engage them for to make money
Okay.
basically.
Yeah.
Because the more people they have, the more money they're making, right?
Right.
Mhm.
And
And these
so-
studies were targeted to children.
Right. And
Okay.
like minors, basically, children
Right.
and
Yeah.
teenagers.
Okay. Okay.
And so they kind of make a list of things that they're like specifically like complaining about, and they say that they're pinpointing that there's infinite scrolling, oh god, you guys,
I know.
Algorithms.
algorithmic
Okay.
Nick.
That's the
Re-
problem.
recommendations, notifications, likes and engagement metrics, autoplay videos, content recommendations, features designed to keep users coming back, and Meta's efforts to retain younger users. So those are like their list of complaints.
Okay.
And so basically the states are saying, like, you knew that this was harmful or that this was going on, and you've done all this research, and you could have like changed these things, but instead you've like known that it's a problem, but instead of changing it, you're just profiting off of it, basically.
Okay.
And the problems that it's causing is like anxiety, depression, sleep disruption, and then like suicide or suicidal thoughts.
Is there a time frame, Camille, that they're targeting, like that they used to do it, or is it currently?
I think
that's
it's
what
like
they're doing.
currently, yeah.
Okay.
And so they even
Well,
have
yeah, they've still got all those things you listed.
right.
Yeah, and
Well, I
that's
didn't
what
know
the
if-
that's
yeah.
what they're getting sued or going to court for, is because they're trying to get this to stop.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, so then they even have like a former Meta employee who like consulted for Meta and was trying to tell them, like, these are things that you got to change. These are things that are unhealthy. And he even tried to like warn them, and they ignored him, basically. And so he's testifying for the states against Meta. So they feel like they have a lot of evidence, including like a lot of evidence from Meta themselves that's like public knowledge, or that has to be, public, because they're a publicly traded company.
Like when the reason why I was asking when is like, are they currently doing these studies, or like when did they figure these things out to do?
That's a good question. I'm not
Well,
sure when
I'm
they.
assuming it's
Who
been
knew
over
what,
years.
when?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming
gotta be
it's been
years.
years
Yeah.
of like
I would think
this.
so, but like back before the knowledge of how dangerous it was for children or teenagers,
Yeah.
you know, at the beginning, a long time ago, they didn't realize like
Yeah.
the dangers.
No, but
right?
once they
I
did
don't
learn
know.
about it, it's not like they've changed anything. If anything, they've like
No,
enhanced it. They've
Right,
like, oh, this is
right.
what. I mean, maybe not enhanced it because it harms, but they've enhanced it because they know it's like how to get them
Works.
engaged.
Yes,
and
it
yeah,
engaged.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, so here's the thing: is that they're like suing for like billions of dollars, like billions to trillions of dollars.
Mhm.
But
We know how much that is.
right. But like they say that like even the states know that it's like not very likely that they're gonna win money, and it's not necessarily about the money, it's about like trying to get them to make changes, right?
Right.
And so they kind of even like compared it to like tobacco tobacco companies back decades ago, when there was that whole like tobacco companies were getting sued because they were kind of doing something similar, that they knew they had a bad product and they were trying to advertise it to young people, and it was bad.
Funniest movie ever, Thank You for Smoking.
Oh.
You guys remember that movie? About
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, it's with Aaron Eckhart. It's from quite a few years ago, but it's anyway.
Was it
it's
about that?
Yeah,
that
it was
controversy.
About, it's from his view, and he's a publicity guy for the tobacco companies.
Oh, okay.
So he's trying to
Interesting.
talk.
Thank you for not smoking, or thank you for smoking.
Thank you for smoking.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Nate.
I kind of remember when it came out.
I shouldn't be. We never know the same stuff.
But that's what we love about you, random facts.
Yeah.
So, what they're really trying to do, right, is to have Meta change their rules, and like more specifically, they want Meta to change like how the algorithms recommend content to minors specifically, and like try to like put a limit on the infinite scrolling, like, or stop infinite scrolling, and like kind of tailor the notifications that they get, and like do a better age verification process. And for sure they want to make sure that the use of the children's data isn't like not used or not collected. And then like how the engagement is prioritized, and like just like general protections for younger users. So then Meta has said that they're like, well, we already kind of do all that stuff. Like, it's like there's only so much we can control. And they're kind of saying like, well, we offer time limits for people who, you know, want to put a time limit on how long they spend on the app or whatever. And, you know, they try to say that you have to be 13 and older to join. And so they're trying to say like, oh, we have rules in place. It's not our fault if people break the rules, kind of thing.
Right.
And so, so then it's become a question of not if social media is good or bad for kids, but it's just like, it's a question of like knowing that, like Meta knows that it's captivated, but then like, and knowing that it's causing this harm, like they know how to catch them, and then even though they know it's bad for them, they're still trying to catch them and like keep them enthralled with it, kind of thing.
Right.
So yesterday was the first day, and then they had stuff today too. So like there's really not a whole lot to say on like what's happened yet, but here's what's presented. So then I was gonna see what your guys' thought was on like
Well,
who's in the right and who's in the wrong.
My gut reaction is definitely to support Mark Zuckerberg.
No. It's like, who?
Yeah.
Like, they're only doing
The
it
cigarette
to get
man?
him. And, I mean, people are in charge of themselves. They can't, I mean, everybody lies about their birth. You just have to put down, scroll to your birth date. Like, how can they
Well,
enforce
Camille.
that people are doing that right? You know, and like
Camille,
Yeah.
that.
well, yes, but let me ask you, Camille, what are the states asking of Meta? Just to like, hey, stop having these, like the algorithm, stop having, like,
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
way-
what do they,
Was
what
she
are
in-
they wanting
Right.
them to actually do?
Right.
Well,
Like
'cause
what?
Some
And
of the things she said, like
Yeah,
the way
but
the
that's-
algorithm
they want
Okay,
the
yeah, the
algorithm to
algorithm-
work differently.
differently.
To
Yeah.
They
differently.
want the
I mean,
algorithm to be
yes,
like more.
Notifications.
yeah, I understand that, but I mean, are they just saying we want this to be this, and this,
Uh-huh.
and then Meta's like, well, we already have this in place. We already have this in place. We already
Right.
have this in place, and Meta's saying it's the parents' responsibility. We've already put these things into place,
Right.
and now it's up to the parents.
Right.
I mean, I'm actually agreeing with Nay. It's kind of like where we've all been in everything. Big corporations. I mean, it's to make money, and
Right.
so who do you blame? The big corporations all the time for wanting to make money? I'm with Nay. It's like the parents. I mean, whose responsibility is it to control? That's what I'm saying. So these states are saying to Meta, well, we want you to do these things because the parents can't, because people are
because-
buying their kids' phones at age 7. I mean, what's the age?
Right.
Parents are buying their kids' phones and letting them on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree that there's only so much that they can do, but it's like kind of the same for like, so let's take it back to like the tobacco example,
Okay, yeah, that's a
Mhm.
good example.
where like, okay, teenagers still to this day can still get cigarettes somehow. And it,
Yeah.
like, who knows how they do it? They find their ways to do it, right?
Yeah.
But at least that they've put it out there of like, here are some firm boundaries of like when we at least try to sell them or when we advertise them. Like they, on all their advertisements, they have this big ugly sign underneath that says like, this is harmful and will kill you, like kind of
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
And
So
they used to be able to sell them like in schoolyards and stuff, and they're not
Right.
allowed to do that in America anymore.
So it's
Well,
kind of
I
like,
I don't agree with Nay or Kim. I
See,
feel
I don't
like
either.
Meta has a responsibility, even though who does? Corporate America is not known to be so honest and
Yeah.
forthright. But I still believe that if they're doing things underhanded, then it's the right thing to like go after them and say, be responsible. Think about the good of the nation, not just putting money in your pocket. Like I think
Well,
that's
I agree with you
a
on
very
that.
good
Yeah,
But it's
the
pursuit.
like-
question is, where's the line? They're like, well, we've done these 5 things, pretty much what you asked for.
but it's
So
not.
that's what I
I
was
saying
don't think
earlier.
it's enough.
They've
It's
done-
not enough.
I don't.
They're
think
still
that's-
doing these underhanded things, right?
Because
Well,
right,
that's the
there's
question.
The
still,
algorithms.
That is, yes, that's the
Yeah.
question.
It's right. I feel like it comes down to like, yeah, the algorithms. I really wish that there was a way you could verify your age better, and I don't know how. There's any workaround on making sure that when a person is signing up for anything, for a website or for Facebook or whatever, I don't know that there's any way that they could verify that the kid is actually at least 13 and not, some 10
Yeah.
years or whatever.
Right.
Maybe
But-
when cameras and face recognition get good enough,
Maybe there's
Well, but
that's a
that's
whole nother
still, like,
privacy
it-
issue right there. though.
getting a picture
Or
of
maybe
a
make it
kid,
harder
yeah,
so that only
privacy.
adults can figure it out. It's like when I tried to collect a warranty a few weeks ago on this vacation that we canceled. It was so difficult for me as an adult to figure out how to get this stinking warranty that I gave up. Well, maybe they should make these guidelines of signing up not so simple for the kids to do. I mean, maybe it's a matter of that. And then if they get through those, things, then, but it's taking out a big majority of kids that maybe will give up at some point, or, maybe go into a bank account, something that
Well,
makes it
it's
so
like,
that adults have to do it.
well, it's like what you said podcasts ago, Katie. It's like what you said. Kids nowadays are navigating social media, phones.
Yeah.
I mean, at a younger age, and like you said, I mean, that's just the way it is going to be.
Right. And
So
if there's kids that have parents that are not going to
Right.
care. But that's why I was asking the time frame thing, because years ago we didn't realize the algorithms were going on. And now I sit there and I'm like, as an adult sitting there like thinking, this is ruining my brain, let
Right.
alone little kids. Like we're
Right.
aware now.
Right.
We're
Oh,
aware of
yeah.
it now. We
Right.
weren't aware of it
Well,
back when they were
because-
probably figuring this out.
Exactly. In the last little few years, they like Camille was saying at the beginning, mental health issues, I mean,
Yeah.
anxiety, I mean, all this stuff, they've now come to realize, well,
Yeah.
it's because of this.
Yeah, well,
So-
and Meta probably you knew that a lot earlier than us parents
Oh,
did.
for sure. I mean,
So that's the
anyone
problem.
that's making money, it's like
Yeah,
you learn
so
ways of how to make money.
Yeah.
They don't care.
I
So
just- I-
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I just
what,
feel
Camille?
like there's kind of a balance, and because I agree with you guys too of like parents should step up. Then now we're becoming aware that social media is a problem, and parents should step up and say, listen, I really don't think that this is healthy. Like we need to put some boundaries on it or something. But I also think that I really think that there's things that like Facebook and Instagram could be doing to be just
Yeah.
slightly more protective. I mean,
yeah.
there's still got to be like, they got to make a profit. They are a business and they still got to make a profit, and they do want users. And I get that they want users, but I still think that there should be something about like the algorithm, and there should be something about like the scrolling. Like they should
agree.
be like, hey, listen, you've scrolled. How about like, here's like this warning, even like you've been scrolling for this amount of time. Here's a warning that like this is causing you some damage. Okay, now scroll some more. And at least you're like the same with the cigarette company. Like they can't do a lot to stop teens from doing it, but at least there's like a warning out there. And then it's like now everyone is more aware, and they're being more upfront about it. And I just feel like Facebook should be more upfront about it too, of like too much of this and you will not, it's not good for you, like kind of thing, and especially for young ages. But I think
Information is good.
I get
But I
those on ChatGPT when I was planning the trip, and I would have to like check a million websites and ask ChatGPT a million questions, and I'd be on there for like 2 hours. He'd say, "You've been at this," a little warning pops up. "You've been at this for a while. Time to step away." And then you just click yes or no. So I would just click no and keep going.
Right.
But that's exactly what you're saying. At least
right,
they told me that I was on there too long.
Well,
exactly.
wait, Camille, you mentioned though that Instagram or Facebook or one of them, I don't know, has this setting that they can do a time limit.
So you yourself can go on there.
Oh,
and
you
set,
yourself. Is it a phone setting, or is it on Facebook and Instagram that you can go on?
I think you can do both. I think you can do it on your phone and say, only let me use this app for this amount of time. But I think you can go on to Instagram and Facebook and set a time limit too, and do it on.
So you're saying they won't automatically do it. You have to be proactive and
Right.
set it yourself.
You have to go in and say,
But you're
give
wanting,
me a
but
time
they
limit.
should automatically, okay, but they should automatically set
don't
the
know.
time limit for
I
you.
don't know if they should like set a
I mean,
time
that's
limit
what
and
you
then
were
be
just
like,
saying.
I'm saying to a point where they say, or like just a warning, even they just say like, you, like what Nate had, where they're like, you've been
Yeah.
scrolling for 20 minutes, just so you know. And then like,
Right.
if you want to keep going, then keep going, because again, there still has to be like free will, and you have to choose what you're gonna do. But I do think they should be able to say like, or they should say to you, this is harmful. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Yeah.
And it
But
shouldn't
at
just
the
be
same-
this infinite mindless, and then the
Right.
algorithm gets worse and worse where you're like, oh, I watched this one video on Trump and now I'm seeing 50 videos on Trump.
Right,
And now
right.
I'm in this deep hole
Yes.
of I'm super conservative Trump because I've fallen down this rabbit
Yes.
hole because
Yeah,
I watched
that's-
one video.
Yeah.
of Trump.
And like that's us, like imagine kids. Like I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
want them
yeah.
to stop targeting kids.
Right.
Go ahead and make their money with the adults. There's
but
plenty of us out there that are, supporting this stuff. And I wish the algorithms wouldn't happen with kids. If there's a teenage, like I think there's way more they should be doing.
Yeah.
When you
Well,
describe the lists, like I think it's like, protect
Yeah.
the youth of this
Yeah.
country or this world.
I do think
You know?
again, I think that goes back to like it gets dicey though with like because of the age verification.
But if they
Yeah.
worked on the age thing,
right, if they could
whatever they have to
figure
do.
out-
Like
yeah.
how to
No.
make the kid not lie. That's the only thing. It's like you're
Yeah.
saying, if a child, well, a teenager wants
Oh, yeah.
to do it, they're going to do it. If they want
Well,
to
yeah,
get
but you're
cigarettes,
cutting
they're
out-
going to get it.
You're cutting out a majority that makes you're always going to have your slice of kids that are going to work around the rules and do things.
Well,
But
and
you
like,
do have a pretty big, if there are rules and they're better, you're going to have well, I don't know if it's even majority, but there's going to be a nice
a lot
slice
more.
of kids that can't do it wrong.
Right.
It's like
Well,
having a child who, if you set the rules, then they obey them. But then you always have that one child that
Who
is like
doesn't.
wanting to break them. But most of the kids will be like, okay,
Well, and yeah, well, and even those kids who like aren't old enough to sign up and they put a fake age, they probably don't put their fake age as like 30. They probably put their fake age as 13. So if
Yeah.
you say
Right.
okay,
They probably just do 13.
right. So if you say okay, from 13 to 18-year-olds, this is the content that we direct to or that we allow or like kind of monitor
But
it
you
more
did-
that way.
Yes.
So
well,
I
I don't know
think
what
that-
the answer is,
Yeah.
but I'm just
Without
saying,
print.
put
Yeah.
some
Without
money.
print.
Yeah, just put some money and effort into whatever they can figure out, like whatever that is.
You know how I don't know about it. I mean, I know about it. I've never used it, but it's YouTube Kids.
Mhm.
I know
And
about
so-
it.
Yeah,
YouTube
did that a
Kids.
few years ago.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know if does that
Yeah,
work?
but-
I don't have enough. I don't have little kids that are into YouTube Kids. So
Yeah.
it's like, does that work? Did making that work now? Are parents happy? Like now they have YouTube Kids, so that now works.
I don't think it, as a parent, I don't see it working because I still have videos that pop up that they're like, oh, but this is a Minecraft video. And then they swear in the Minecraft video. So it's about kid content or like about a kid game, but then it has adult content in it still.
Well,
So you
I
can't
know
leave your
about
kid
this.
alone to do YouTube Kids because you can't trust, even though it says YouTube Kids, you can't trust YouTube to
I don't. I
be
like,
in charge of your
personally,
child.
As a parent, I
Right.
don't. But I don't let my kids watch YouTube anyway, unless I'm with them.
Well, I'll tell you, I have the inside scoop because I do our episodes on YouTube every week, and all it says is this video made for kids?
That's right.
Right.
And then it says,
yeah.
no, this, and at first, the first like 10 episodes, I was like, well, sure, kids can watch it. There's nothing on there. So I was putting yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I realized that like it was being, let's see, how did I figure this out? Anyway, it was not going to the adult people listening. It was
Right.
going to kids. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
They don't want to
Well,
listen
it's
to
like,
us.
It's like we're saying,
But-
can this be on both channels, YouTube and YouTube Kids? Is what
Kids,
it's
yeah.
asking you.
Well, no, it's
So-
asking
No.
which one.
Yeah,
It's
which one.
it's not either
Oh, it's
one.
asking
It's
which one.
so now I go to no. This is not made for kids.
That's why we weren't getting listeners.
Because adults weren't seeing it. So now, because I was confused, I was
Yeah.
I thought
But
they were.
That's a good point. Anyone posting
Well, yeah.
this video saying yeah, that's
For
safe
sure.
for kids.
That's
Yeah,
that's
but
the hard part
it
too,
is
though.
deciding. And yeah, you have to be, with anything, you have to have parents that are
That's
like
right.
taking care of things.
Right.
That's
But
right.
I do feel like these Meta should be more responsible. I just think,
I
like, why not
agree
stick it to
actually
them?
with you. I'm
Yeah.
actually agreeing with you, but at some point, it's like they're not going to
Well,
be.
for
They,
sure.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree
But there's
too.
nothing
To a
wrong with,
point
yeah,
that
like parents
there's
need
only so
to,
much that they should have to do as a business.
uh-huh.
And then
well,
the
I mean, I
parents have to
feel
take
like
the wheel.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
always like, how ethically, where are these people's responsibilities? Like, I get really worked up about it. In
Well,
fact, I agree with you on this,
yeah, yeah,
but in the real life, it's like these corporations that are making mega money,
yeah. How could you expect
they
them to?
just don't
They don't
care.
care. But maybe they
But
will
the
care
point
if you
is,
slap a big lawsuit on them.
well, he could pay trillions of dollars
Well,
and
still,
I
it makes
well,
it, you
maybe
can't
that would
just
be
not
great.
care. You
Right.
That
can't
would
You
be
just,
great.
can't.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know
like
what?
I,
I mean,
okay,
I
this is
agree.
where
I
I'm
think
coming
you
from.
should care.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just saying.
My kids are the age where I allowed them on this stuff before I realized the dangers.
right.
Okay. Because they happened to be at the age where there was no talk of it.
Yeah,
I
it's just
didn't
kind
know.
of coming
It was
out.
just coming out and you didn't really see as a parent. And then I'm finding out that they are actually this aware of what they're doing at that time. That's why I was asking the time frame, because I'm just like, well, I wish I had known. Right now as a parent, I would be way more on top of it because there's way more information out there. We know
Yes.
what the dangers. We know the mental health struggles
Yeah.
of the kids. I didn't know all that back then. So it's like, you know, like we
Well,
sit there and say, well, parents should be better. Well, maybe they
I'm
don't
saying
know.
now people now have the information. It's
Well,
true.
they do.
You're saying back then, and then it's true. You didn't. That's why where all these studies are coming out now. It's been long enough
Mm-hmm.
out in like the
Yeah.
world. The
So-
kids have been using it long enough. They're seeing effects
Right.
from all this.
Yeah. So if they knew those effects back then yeah, stick it to them.
So,
Like they
okay.
shouldn't
Yeah.
have been doing it.
So
Right.
I just,
Well, that's
You know?
I just looked
yeah.
it up.
Alcohol, drugs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just looked it up, and the
Okay.
guy whose name is Arturo Bayer, he's the one that worked for Meta and now is testifying for the states, and he is saying that his evidence was from probably around the years 2019 to 2021. So they knew at least that
Those are big critical years too, because that's
Mhm.
COVID.
well, that's like
years.
COVID year. I mean,
Mhm.
that's like
Yeah.
when a bunch of people
That's when the kids got
Yeah.
addicted.
were on because
Yeah.
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, they wanted
Because all you could
Yeah.
do.
I just
wanted
think they should pay the
social.
price.
Yeah, they wanted
And they got to
social
stop
life.
it. Like I just think I mean it's too late for me. My kids are older now, but I'm just saying like parents now, like the cigarette thing. I remember when the warnings came out on cigarettes and I thought, well, what does that matter?
Right.
If it's just a warning on there, is
Well,
that really
think
going to
about
keep
all
a
the
kid
peop-
from smoking?
Well,
Well,
may or
it
may
did
not.
work.
Well,
No,
this
it
is the
did.
thing. Smoking came out. It's been out long enough now. You know, it causes cancer and all this stuff. It took a while though. Before that,
I have something interesting to say
you and I
about
were
that.
old enough to be in restaurants where people smoked. I
Uh-huh.
mean, you know,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
it was allowed anywhere.
Mhm.
And now you're like all these studies. Oh, well, okay, smoking causes cancer. But before, cigarette companies were making mega bucks. They didn't
Right.
care. And
Right.
they
They
probably
didn't care,
knew.
but they knew.
I'll tell
Same
you-
But they knew
difference.
that it was wrong. They knew that people were dying.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying. You could get all worked up with these ethical, like, why aren't people more ethical when they're running these companies?
No, so
Well,
so,
I'm
but
not
then-
saying why aren't they. I'm saying stick it to
Well-
them when they're not.
right. That's
Well,
what
yeah.
If
that's
they're
what
not
I'm
forced
saying.
to be
Okay,
ethical,
fine. They weren't choosing to be that way. Then it's our responsibility to hold them accountable
Yeah.
for it and make them do it. So the same with social media. Like it's our responsibility to hold Meta accountable for what they know is going wrong and try to find ways to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you on that.
Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you about this interesting thing
smoking.
that I myself have noticed, okay, with smoking. Well, I say I myself, but Dan was at a skate park and he
Okay.
was with a young crowd, and there was a girl smoking, and he was, I guess, talking to her or something. Anyway, they started talking about smoking, and I can't remember in what manner. But another girl sitting next to that girl said, "Is smoking bad for you?" to Dan. And
Well,
Dan came home. No, let me
okay.
finish. And he was like, there is a question now with the youth whether smoking is bad for you. Now, to us, that blows our mind, right?
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
everybody know that smoking is bad? Doesn't everybody know? But you know what? Information, like, we're old. We have 50 years of gathering information,
Mhm.
right? Well, these kids nowadays, they didn't live through that whole smoking thing where we were
That's right.
learning. You know, there used to be commercials on TV about how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be, like, I mean, I remember thinking, I will do anything. Like, smoking is like the worst thing you could ever do. Well, that information needs to be back out there, because
Yes.
Yeah.
you've got the younger generation now sitting there asking, well, what's the big deal? Like,
Well,
what, I mean, what do
well,
you
and like
guys
you're
know that I
saying,
don't know?
there's that warning label.
Yeah.
I mean, kids don't read. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
they don't. But
Teenagers
I mean,
don't
do you
read.
ever see, like, any of the ads that we used to see
No,
all the time
no. And for a
about the
while,
warnings?
e-cigarettes were touted as like
That's
safe,
what I
like
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say, is that vaping
Yeah.
is now the thing, and people are
vaping.
think, oh well, vaping isn't as bad as smoking,
Bad as
and now they're
smoking.
doing the studies and they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nope, it's just as bad as
Yes. Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, if Meta is sitting there with this information back when, they knew that what they were doing, and they weren't getting the information out to people, I think that matters. Even though we as parents should be more proactive and, helping our
Well,
kids,
yeah.
but,
I
like,
mean, it's
get
like
the
with
information
everything.
out there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and I'm
I
even
mean,
like, okay, fine, you didn't do it. Okay, like, I think morally, I think that's wrong. But as a business, I get that you did that. But now we know, so now we
Mhm.
want to hold you accountable, and like, now we all know that this is bad and that you have a
Mhm.
bad product, but you also can fix. Like, there's ways that you could fix it. So now we,
Right.
as a public, demand that you fix it. Like,
Mhm.
that's what I think. We can't blame them for. I mean, we can.
Making money. Everybody.
Right, but like,
Yeah.
morally speaking, were they right? No, but like, there was no laws, there's no nothing against it right then. So now it's our job to make these laws in place so that we can like, that's the point, is, I guess, is what I'm saying, is that
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I really do hope it causes some
Change.
Yeah, or at least a wake up call to parents who are still in the dark about all this stuff.
Yeah. They could be.
Well,
Yeah.
because there's even been a couple cases of like individuals suing Meta for like minors seeing like sexual explicit like content, or that
Mhm.
stuff that caused them to be depressed or whatever, like and they've won, which is a really great precedent for like, that's like setting up a really great way for the states to win, because you have these handful of examples of people who have sued Meta and won like their money. I mean, they've sued for money and won the money. And so it just shows that there's like enough evidence out there that there have been judges who are like, yep, you've proved it enough that Meta can do better, so here's your money, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
now it's like, now we have these states who are doing it, and hopefully, like they said, their goal isn't necessarily the money they're trying to get. They're trying to
sure.
get regulation
Mhm.
and like rules in place, so
Yeah.
that
Responsibility.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's like the e-bikes.
Yes.
It's like, why wasn't regulations put in? It's like you could see in all this stuff happening. You already
Right.
know, but it's like, let's get these out as fast as we can before regulation hits, rules come on to us,
Right.
Mhm.
And now they're getting sued and having to,
Yeah.
put, rules down. And that's
Well,
what
yeah.
basically this is happening with Meta.
Yeah.
Well, and
Like, it's the wild, wild west, no more,
right.
type of
Well,
thing.
And Katie's right. Like, I remember as a youth, like as a teenager, I would see those smoking commercials all the time. Like, they were on TV all of the time. And about how smoking was bad,
Mhm.
kind of thing. And I just think it wouldn't be bad for them to have some sort of way to say social media can be harmful, just be careful, kind of thing.
Right. Maybe Meta needs to start making ads.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
like, that force them to make an ad that kids watch that
Yes.
taps
Yes.
into their,
That's
what
what-
they're interested in.
That's
Right.
yes, Katie,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Every hour,
That's
every
what-
30
yes,
minutes,
this is
this
what I'm
ad comes
saying.
up and says,
Says
That's what
this
I'm
is
saying.
yeah.
hey,
This can
your
be
brain
harmful.
is getting smaller and
Yeah.
rotting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the frying pan with the egg?
Yes.
This is your brain. This is your
Yes.
brain on
Yes.
drugs.
Yes.
That's the
Those were
ad.
powerful ads
Yes.
to kids.
Those were. No, that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
is that I don't think that I'm not sure that there's a whole lot they can do, but I think that there are things that they could do, and it might lead to them, having less people online, because there's people who are online all day long.
Yeah.
And if they just set out a thing that says, hey, guess what? Like, doom scrolling is not great for your mental health. Okay.
Right.
I mean, even if they just said that every hour that you were on social media, I feel like that would be a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Every hour they show you a graph that shows how messed up you're getting.
Yes.
And then another hour goes and it's like,
better.
you filled it up this much. And you,
Like they show a person really deteriorating.
yeah, getting all, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's Benjamin Button.
Like, let's
Yeah.
get these scare tactics going here.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly,
that will work.
yeah, and I don't know. I mean, we assume parents out there know, but do they? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
You
don't
know?
Lots
I
of
just
parents don't. We
I
got to
don't
remember
know.
how young parents even are.
Well,
Yeah,
I was just thinking
just
when
like
you're
this
talking
girl
about-
sitting there
Yeah,
is smoking bad?
Right. Do they not do DARE programs in school anymore? Or
I don't
she-
know.
She slept.
Didn't
Yeah,
they
I mean,
end the DARE
This is the
program?
thing.
I think they
Things
ended the
get
DARE
lost
don't
with
know.
generations.
Yeah. Because like
Information
everyone,
gets lost.
everyone knows that smoking's bad. We don't need to say it
I know.
anymore.
I
I
know.
guess maybe.
Well, it's like when my kids. Okay, when we were, we're getting, we're beating a dead horse, but it's like with when we were young. Do you remember how horrible the thought of littering was?
Yes.
I mean,
You were going to
like
get
I-
arrested and taken
yeah,
to jail.
like I remember driving along in our station
Yeah.
wagon, thinking the worst thing I could do
Right.
was to throw litter out the window.
Well, yeah.
Well, that
even
is
now,
gone.
When I have an apple core, I think, is anyone around?
Yeah, I
Throw
know.
This apple core
So this
out.
is natural,
Yeah.
but am I going to get
Yeah.
hit with an $800 fine?
This is the problem. You just hit the nail on the head, Katie. We were scared to death. We got
Yeah.
pummeled into us frightening things.
Do not
Nowadays,
litter.
everyone's like, guys, you got to
Yeah.
be yourself. Live your life.
Right,
Yeah.
Do,
right.
do
Well,
whatever
okay.
you want.
This is the follow up to that. My twins went on their driving to get taught to drive. What is that? Driver's ed. Driver's ed.
Okay.
Okay. Their driver's ed teacher would throw garbage out the window of the car.
How old was their
Whoa.
driver?
I
20?
don't know. Who knows? But
'Cause
I'm
they don't
sitting
talk
there like
about littering
that
anymore.
one, yeah, that person didn't live through the 80s like we did. But I could not. I was like, somebody turn this
Yeah.
driver's ed lady in. That's like the cardinal rule. Do not litter.
Litter.
Are those ads on anymore?
No.
Is there any
And
talk of litter these days?
it's true.
No
You
way.
drive down
No, I never heard
can't
anything
drive
like
down
that.
Yeah,
There's
I
garbage
can't drive
everywhere.
down a
See, you don't know,
highway
Camille.
And see garbage.
I don't.
And
Everywhere.
you see garbage and you're like, who's
Who's-
out here littering?
I know. All big McDonald's Happy Meal
Yes.
boxes sitting everywhere. Who's throwing this out their
Jeez,
window?
You guys, we're talking about Meta. This is a way bigger problem.
We got to
Way
start
bigger.
this littering revolution
Yeah.
over again because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's interesting, Camille, that you
Yeah.
don't remember any of that. Yeah.
When I was in college, I took an environmental appreciation class. And in the class, the professor said something about like he would bring it up quite a bit that it's really bad to walk on grass. And if there's ever a sidewalk, you should just use the sidewalk and not cut across the grass. Mm-hmm. And then that has always stuck with me, where I'm always like, oh, I gotta walk on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because this one professor like brought it up like all the time of how like it's bad for the environment. You gotta just keep the grass growing. If you walk on it, it's gonna die. So you gotta walk on sidewalks. That's why we have them. Like kind of thing.
Yeah, like I think we've solved the issue here. We need the information out there. No more of this meta hiding this information. Yeah. Get it out there so that people can make choices.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so, and we can all agree.
I agree
on that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, good. That's really a good court case. I love that.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted on how it goes and who wins.
Well, I first want to say always, Camille, thank you for coming on and thank you for preparing such a great episode.
Yeah. I liked it because it got some talking going, so I love that kind of stuff.
It was a good
great
discussion.
Hey, Kim and Katie and Camille, this time we've laughed. As discussed, we haven't cried, but we'll try to get some crying again, something touching.
Tears.
Yeah. And hey, Kim and Katie and Camille, bye-bye.
Toodaloo.
Safe travels.
Safe travels.
Because Camille likes when I say Chase safe travels, right?
I do like it.
Camille?
She also likes when you say Chase La Trace.
Chase, did I just say that?
I don't know. It sounded like you were going to say
Chase La Trace. And then I'm waiting for Camille's.
Oh yeah. Peace out, Girl Scout.
My fat checks, my 2 cents on last week's episode. My fat checks, my 2 cents. Other fun facts. All right. I'm out here with the dogs. Cleo Pup. You know, I think she's like 10 weeks old now, or maybe she's closer to 11 weeks. She's so soft. Fur. Anyway, that was a fun episode. I'm glad Dan found another leaf. So check this. So while we were in Oregon, we drove, it's like a 4-hour drive to the Oregon coast. And we took only the electric vehicles. We had no problem doing this road trip. But I'm glad Dan got his leaf. So, all right. So the mom, Lindsay Clancy, you gotta lock her up. Look, I get it. I get it. Like postpartum, parental postpartum. Guys go through it too. It's not the same as moms, but here's the thing with guys, like, the mom feels this like instant connect. Like I had a friend, he had his first kid and he was like, I didn't feel this instant connection. And he like he freaked out and like maybe they're divorced now. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, for the most part, I pretty much agree with you, Katie. But yeah, she's not fit to be amongst society. So I'm like, you can't just let her go. She needs help. More help than what she's been getting and doing. Anyway, guess that's it. Okay, bye.